What's the point of doing something for virtue's sake? There are a lot of arrogant and foolish people who think they are so honorable when they say, I want to do good for goodness sake, not because some guy in the sky told me to. However, if they came off their high horse for a split second and actually thought about what they were saying, they might ask themselves, why is doing what we consider to be a good deed good? Why help the old lady cross the street? Who is this evil witch that has no one who loves her enough to let her walk alone when she's this feeble? The homeless man? You mean the drug addict who left his high-paying job, leaving his family high and dry because he selfishly needed to unburden himself from all life's constraints? That homeless man? Fine, you go and help them. It makes you feel good to alleviate someone else's burden. Why? I guess it makes you feel appreciated, valuable, and needed. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, you don't really have to do it. And honestly, just between you and me, the world would be a better place if we stopped helping the weak. They would simply die on their own. But again, that wouldn't be the right thing to do, would it? Why? In an evolutionary worldview, it is nonsensical to help those who can't help themselves. They're slowing us down. However, if they are image bearers, the ones who are almost at the finish line must sacrifice the trophy, go back, pick them up, and help them finish the race. What are virtues? Where do they originate from? The only explanation is from God. Just like your children carry the same traits as you, so do we carry His. Without Him, virtues are simply philosophies that are dependent on people's whims. And we all know that no matter how much people try to play God, there are immutable truths that, when messed with, lead to utter disaster. Isn't it weird how we see people as they are until we know who they are? That person you just played with online, who while talking about the game felt like you were kindred spirits, is from a different race, religion, political ideology, financial status. There's absolutely no way if you had met face to face first you would have even considered having each other as friends. It's the superficial aspect that makes it hard to relate to one another when knowing deep down we're all the same. The same reason as to why Jesus said that even if someone is from a different ideology, your enemy, or from a different nation, not your brother, you must love your enemies and your neighbors, your non-brothers, as yourself. We do the right thing and know what the right thing is because some guy in the sky told us to. To deny that is arrogantly foolish. Even if some philosophers said kind of the same things as Yahweh ages before the Hebrew Bible was publicly known and the eventual coming of Jesus, it is because they figured out the truth that human beings do such an excellent job of suppressing in their unrighteousness. Isn't it odd how those philosophers living in different countries who had no prior contact and couldn't have had the same epiphanies? I've told many truths throughout my life and have consequently been ignored and ridiculed. Until someone with authority, someone that people actually respected and valued their opinion, said the exact same thing, people weren't willing to accept the truth that was always there. Look, I've proven that truth has been given to us since we all have reached the same conclusions even being continents apart. And truth is only accepted as truth if given by an authority figure. Therefore, for those reasons, and so, we only do the right thing because some guy in the sky told us to. Because he has written it in our freaking hearts. However, now we have a problem. If Yahweh and Jesus are just repeating the truth that has always been there, who's to say the other spiritual teachers aren't right about Jesus? Who's to say that Jesus wasn't just some enlightened being? My answer would be that no one had the same impact as he did. He's an entity that those religions and spiritual teachers try to claim for themselves by saying he was one of them. If he wasn't that special, they wouldn't be paying so much attention to him. And Rome proclaimed itself the authority of a Jewish God. Make that make sense. Therefore, for those reasons, and so, I'm sticking with Jesus and exactly what he said.